Y19W4316 here, and sorry if I'm quiet. But in this video, finally a new snapshot, Y19W43a, and just a side note, new build number CX9R1W3A. So basically, right off the bat, you're gonna see there's some changes here. Like, the theme is now winter, because at, we've gotten, we went for our first freeze, and we just had a nor'easter, so it makes sense. So basically, yeah, and also changing the hub area. The buttons are there's no longer a pressure plate, instead of it's a button. And also, side note, the chests have been reverted to its original textures because something happened in the snapshot 19W42a, which means that the Mojang just broke the chest. So until I find a better texture, I'm sticking back to the original. So don't yell at me. So anyway, so basically, hold on a second. Um, So basically, one of the first things it's gonna notice, like, it didn't happen on me, but it might happen on you the first time. But basically, there's not a new advancement system. So basically, I've actually created a ton of these, good chunk of these advancements. Basically, it's basically if you as you find certain locations, you'll be given an advancement for it. Yeah, and there are some challenges. There's only one challenge, which is to, of course, get the Philosopher's Stone, quote unquote. You have to actually enter the chamber to get the reward, I should say. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. So basically, I'm going to be referencing back to this location, so I'm going to want to save that. So basically, in the, hang on, what's the, right outside locations, you can easily tell that the carpet's red now, as we're going to hit the holiday season after Halloween. So basically, one of the first locations is the Lovegood residence. This is relatively, whoops, wrong button. This is relatively new. Yeah, the design is from Poetic Whisper. I'll link the original map in the description below. Basically, just, you just walk up. You may notice, yes, I know it's pretty dark. Don't yell at me if you can't see, because I don't have very good brightness. No, I can't see either. Though it's like 8:15 at night, so anyway, you just walk up these stairs. You're probably gonna expect some of this if you've watched my Poetic Whisper video. Yes, you just walk up. Yes, I just hate the lag. Yeah, I'm probably gonna turn on VSync. Yeah, and then here I think it's Luna Lovegood's bedroom. I'm just not exactly sure. And yet again, here is the outside. So basically, now the next change we want to explain is the Malfoy Manor, which we're going to go back to later, because that's a spoiler. And yes, any structure coming from Poetic Whisper will be modified and will be changed to Poetic Whisper default instead of Flu Network default, because I've read something in the policy that any part of the map cannot be used. I don't know about textures, but if they're not allowed, I may not have known about it. So anyway, back in here, you might notice something's missing. Don't mark this as an issue, because I'll actually show you why right now. So basically, if you go there, this is supposed to be the location. You can kind of see in the green text right here. This is what happens. This is not supposed to be snowy. There's supposed to be like green grass here. So yeah, this is not a bug, apparently, because of the theme for the next couple of months. This is a bug. But it will not be fixed till after Christmas, so Just a forewarning on that one. So that's that. Also, if you go into the tent in that location that I just left from, then it'll give you like an error like the tent has moved. Ugh. I'm turning off VSync. So anyway, I think you just go down here. And yes, and there have been some changes. I've removed some references at the room requirement. And there's now two locations. One of them is Zymico in Russia, subject to change. And the other one is a surprise. Just stay tuned to future snapshots for further information, for further additions. Yeah, and speaking of which, I didn't add the even though the Goblet Room has been added to the map, show you where it is, but the TP command is not available. Yeah, I forgot to do that, so we'll probably release another snapshot a couple days after. It kind of depends. I'll probably check my calendar first. Because I have a half day Wednesday. And yeah, today's the 19th, so just don't post any memes in the comments, please. So anyway. So next we got a secret, which we're actually going to be flying down, because I don't want to show you the entrance to this particular secret, but basically, the Vault of Fear has arrived. I won't be showing you how it is, you're going to have to figure it out yourself. If you're having trouble locating it, check the Harry Potter fandom. It'll give you a hint. So anyway, once you get down to the Vault of Fear, you just press this button. It'll set the difficulty to hard. It'll set mob griefing to false, and a bunch of hostile mobs spawn. Yeah, and as you can see, there's a zombified piglin here that's gonna be coming in the upcoming Never update. And then you can just click by getting out of it. So that's that. So anyway, next up, this time going to the grand staircase, and yeah, just go to the lowest floor. But before that, the entrance to the basement has been slightly changed now, and there's like a steeper staircase. It walks smoothly into the basement corridor. And now the next change is actually a really big one. This has not been a feature request, but I know the Flu Network has done this. But there's now a new passage called the Dungeons Access from the main stairs. Basically, it's a long corridor. This part is detailed though. Then just walk down. It's a bit of a long one. It's a shortcut basically. Gives you direct access to the Hogwarts dungeons, which, did you notice that coming soon sign in the previous snapshots and releases? That's exactly what I was planning here. Not exactly, but generally. Yeah, and as you might notice that when finding the villagers, they're now looking more Russian than usual because of the holiday season, and these villagers might get cold in the castle. Therefore, I changed the skins from my other texture pack, which is the Soviet craft one, which I also created. Basically, has all these Russian heads on. It's pretty cool to look at. Probably see those in like the plains villagers. So basically, Or this time, but now we're gonna go back up. Whoops, did I just, excuse me. So basically, one of the up next changes is that down in the Ravenclaw staircase, that chandelier that was there is no longer present. So that's just a change right there. So next up, I can't remember what else I did. I felt like I did something else too. Yeah, the old stained wood texture is no longer present. It's been removed. Yeah, I think that's it for this section. So I think that's it. Hold on, not yet. There's something pretty hilarious as you walk into the Great Hall. You look at Professor McGonagall. Yeah, can you make this Russian? Alright, now, onwards to the outside of the castle. We're heading up to Hogsmeade now. I don't think I've ever shown this direct route directly. It's merely invisible, you can't really see. Yeah, Hogsmeade has went through some changes as well. Yeah, and yes, just ignore those. Those are not supposed to be white at all. The background, not that the text is fine, it's just that the background is just bugged. No worries, it's already reported to the bug issue tracker on Mojang's Gyro site. So yes, basically, there's a new building called the Federal Bureau of Investigation. This is more fan-made. Basically, it's really not much. All there is just what looks like Penelope Garcia's office. If you don't ask me, I've watched Criminal Minds. I know how this is going to end. But it doesn't have to end like this. So now next up we got Ollivander's Wand Shop. It's been upgraded. It's been changed now. Now a bit more simpler. Because of course there's already an existing shop in Diagon Alley. Why not have a clone? So I changed it up a bit. Looks very different now. I've also removed the town square that used to be there. It looks more vanilla and it just doesn't make any flippin' sense. So, stop. Alright, sorry. So, not yet, not yet. So, crap. Yeah, the Ministry of Magic has changed a ton. Yes, the atrium is now correct. Ignore those distracting fences right there. All is normal. You go into the atrium. Finally the thing is the dome is finally covered. And if you like set your render distance to 4, you can see something really odd about the shape. It's not exactly a dome. It's actually half dome and then basically half dome, then the rest is like triangle, like like a in a square form, and it's just really insane to look at. I know this is a bug. I have not intended to do something like this, but I will probably patch that, not in the next snapshot, but probably in the future. So yeah, and now in the Department of Romantic Relationships, which is, if you are not aware of it yet, is a fan-made department of the ministry. It doesn't actually exist, but we're actually gonna cheat the system here and just go into hyperspace. It's a Star Wars reference or something like that. Basically, all is fine until you walk into here. Yes, the Hall of Records has been extended. Not entirely finished, but it only goes up to G. There's even a note I left behind. So, yes, the Chamber of Secrets you are no longer able to access directly, and I'll just show you why in just a second. Just press this button. You will instead appear in front, which is better than just appearing in front of the abandoned bathroom up there. And it says, need help? Press button on the floor. So basically, it just gives you two different commands that you can type in. So basically, it's basically to open the Chamber of Secrets and to close. And basically, I'm just, for demonstration. Yeah, and it's also in the suggestions as well, if you haven't turned on. And basically, the door disappears. It just doesn't, like, move or anything. It just disappears. Basically, you can enter the Chamber of Secrets. And yeah, the pathway actually is now waterlogged from the new update Aquatic almost 2 years ago. So that's actually a nice feature, is waterlogged blocks. And then, of course, to close the chamber, it's the same thing except that you replace open with close. Whoops. And it returns to its original state. So yeah, that's that. And so, sorry for the long pauses. Apparently, I just can't remember what I did. So now, the finale. I think that's this is the finale right here. Yeah, I think this is the finale right here. So basically, the finale's here. The one I've mentioned earlier on in the video, but didn't want to go there yet. The Malfoy Manor. As you may have noted by the coordinates, you're teleported further away than usual. Like I mentioned early in the video, I am renovating the Malfoy Manor. And basically, this is a poetic whisper style of the main area where you mostly see the Malfoy Manor, and just ignore the tops. I'll probably go in and correct those before I release. So anyway, basically, and yes, the little prison cellar is actually not available yet. That'll probably come later. But then you go into the exit. Yeah, I've actually taken it from a buffet world and just went out like thousands of blocks away from spawn, and then just copied the, what was it? Then I just copied the region and point of interest files, and I found this woodland mansion at these coordinates. Basically, I've cleared out the leaves and the logs carefully though. And as soon as I finished clearing those out, I was able to start building. And yes, it might look a bit weird on the outside. A similar effect happened in the Flu network as well, with Privet Drive. Anyway, and King's Cross too, and Platform 9 3/4. You might notice this also, like, done something similar. So yes, if you go to the old coordinates, you're gonna find that you're gonna still see like the land value that I took from structure blocks months ago, but the building will be gone. It'll be like completely gone. Nothing is there. So basically, many of the features like the dungeons and Draco's bedroom and the study is not saved. But fortunately, because the Woodland Mansion is used as a template and it has a fine giant space, that means I'll be able to use the space to actually filled up more of the Malfoy Manor. So, that actually ends this snapshot video. So anyway, of course there's a teleport back option. So anyway, that actually wraps up this video. So yeah, that just wraps up this video. Anyway, just leave a like, and if you think about this map and see if there's any suggestions for improvements or any or even feature suggestions, just let me know in the comments below. These are Dork16, and I'm signing out right now.